waiting, I named this group just for beginners so that people, beginner can come. So, like I like to teach people lower level than me. As you know that I just make.
Okay, I get it. Okay, if you haven't noticed yet, I am a beginner. Can you see?
No, you're not a beginner, but no problem. It's not only for
Yeah,
beginner.
yeah, of course I am. Can you just listen to me? I mean, this is a really bad pronunciation.
Exactly. You know what? Like,
Okay, anyway, I'm not sure. Okay, sorry, I'm not sure about my English level, but
mhm.
I consider that it is like an intermediate or something like that. I think that to be sure about it, I just have to take like an English test.
Yeah,
I don't know, a certified English test, like TOEFL, or I don't know how to pronounce those, but you got my point, right?
yeah. So, too full.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
but
what
I,
are
I
you
think yeah,
understand?
your English is like intermediate but upper, right? So it's a kind of good.
Yeah, I think okay. I think the thing about your English, right, is not it's
It's
not
not
so
as you thought,
a
right?
beginner.
As the first impression, you would think that people here are just for a very beginner, right? So actually, I
Okay,
create
I
this just to
just
help people.
okay. So I think that you just can help me, right? Because sometimes I just struggle with English, and
Mm-hmm.
indeed I
Mm-hmm.
just yeah, indeed. Okay, I just forgot what I was going to say. Let me think. Wait. Okay, I just forgot totally what I was going to tell you. Okay.
Oh, like this. But since I know that your English
Okay,
is
yeah,
not
I just
beginner
yeah.
level, so that I think we just share, right? So I think we are in the same level. We're on the same page. So we do not think that you are lower or maybe higher than you, right? So I think we are same. So if so, we just only share, right?
Yeah, okay, I just remember right now what I was going to tell you, and it was that, okay, I just like to come over, groups like this where there are like beginners or upper beginners, because I feel like, I don't know, like I'm more comfortable with that, because I've tried, to join some advanced English groups, but, they just are kind of, I don't know how to explain it. Um,
How you
they
feel?
just want that you have to talk really fast and you have to, express yourself in a really fluent way. But I think that I'm not ready for that. So basically, I don't like just to go there because some of them are sometimes like mean people. I mean, they just correct you in a really bad way, or something like that.
You
Indeed, I
mean like
just had
they're too advanced for you, or you think that they're too boring because they are very beginner? What do you mean, like the group that advanced in you?
I know. For example, I just like this kind of groups because I feel like I'm more comfortable in groups where there are like beginners or upper beginners or intermediate. But I feel the opposite when it comes about advanced English groups, right? Because I mean, they
Yeah,
want
yeah,
you
I know.
to talk really fast, or they just correct you in a really bad way, or they are sometimes like mean with you,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. That's sometimes happened to me. Like sometimes I come into a group and then in my expectation that group, like for example, the name is a beginner, and then inside the group that there are people very advanced, right? And also when I come to the advanced, the title of the group is advanced, and then when I come to the group, and then suddenly there are so many beginners there, there is no advanced there. So you know what? Just like it's out of my expectation, right?
Okay, okay, yeah, I get you. Yeah, I just had this bad experience with, with a guy who were from Poland and who was living in England like for 5 or 10 years, something like that. But I don't know, he didn't like my English or something like that, so he just he was like treating me in a really bad way, like that just had to, to speak faster, or I don't know how to explain it. But the point is that he was really, I don't know, rude with me, and at the end, he just stopped the conversation in a really, I don't know,
What did he
impolite
say?
way.
What did he say?
Or
Maybe
what?
because like what was he saying to you? What so
Okay, he just told me that my English was, I don't know, really bad or a disaster, or it is things. He just said that. So basically, I mean, I felt really bad with myself because I just told him that I was learning, right? And I don't know what happened, but at the end, he just told me that I should leave. But he just told me in a really bad manner, right? In a really bad way. So basically, I
I
just
think
left.
yeah, in my opinion, that if you come to the group and then you behave yourself and then you are in a good manner, I think you it's not about the language, because people are coming here is just to learn. They have to realize that people come here to learn, right? So I do not respect people that they have a bad manner, right, or behavior. So if they come to the group and then once have conversation, but they have a good manner, they have a good behavior, and I will accept that, even though he or she just only a beginner, right? So by the way, you did not interrupt the conversation. I just confirm that you didn't like to confirm or bother the conversation since they were speaking, right?
Yeah.
No, right? So I think that the problem is from them. They, this platform is just for people who are learning. So they do not realize that. They do not respect people who wants learning. I think the problem is to them. But your English is good.
Yeah.
Your English, since I can measure your English is good, intermediate, upper, right? It's almost advanced.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, and what about you? How long have you been learning English?
I think I've been learning since I was in 11 or 12 in high school. Actually, Indonesian students, almost all Indonesian students, we already been learning English since we were very young age. Like in elementary school. But I decided to more focus until I reached the 12th, the 11th grade in a high school. Then I start off learn focus and more serious to learn English. But actually, I say that if we just only, because it's in a system education in Indonesia that we all students have the subject English every week, like once in a week, right? So I think it's not really useful. So I think it's only for a subject in a school, so that's why I think it's not really useful. Okay, since we were in a very young age, like elementary school until the high school, but I decided to focus until I in a high school in a 12th grade or 11th grade.
Okay, it is kind of similar with the situation here in Colombia, right? Because since was I just a kid, I just starting to learn some English at the primary school, right? But I think that the main problem was that the teachers at the time they weren't like prepared or qualified just to teach this language. Why? Because they sometimes have like they sometimes they had like some mistakes. For example, in the spelling, in the pronunciation. I mean, many things. So basically, it was kind of impossible just to learn the language in a really proper way. So basically, I think that 3 years ago, I just started my career in the university, right? Just to get a degree in foreign languages. So basically, I'm learning some English and Portuguese just to become an English teacher. So I think that has been a really useful help, right? Because the teachers are really good, and I mean they that job. So basically, they also give me like tips in pronunciation, in grammar, everything what I need. So basically, I think that I don't know, my English boosted or improved since I just started my program, my studies, right? But during the high school or primary, it was I mean, it was really bad.
Yeah, like this. Look, we are like me in Indonesia. We also same case. We have same case like you. The teacher is from Indonesia. So you mean like is the best teacher is from the the English speaking country, right? So that's the thing you want, right? But like the teacher in the like me Indonesian teacher, they teach only for the basic, just to introduce us. So I think that's the trigger that triggers me to learn English, right? But I think it's an also a good option that we can hire people from English speaking country to teach us, so that we do not only to get used to for our own accent. For example, we only speak our accent, Indonesian accent. And then when it comes to the like English speaking country to speak, and we have no idea how to respond, right? So that's why you say that we do not feel progress, because the teacher is in our country, right? The teacher is from our country, not from outside, like from English speaking country. Yeah, we have in the same page, by the way.
Yeah, and in addition, I think that there are other factors like for example the motivation of the students, also the material available for them. Many things that can affect a lot their learning English process, right?
Exactly.
So, yeah, for example, in my case, I was really bad in English. I mean, I just had really bad grades, and I didn't know what the hell I was just learning, right? I mean, English was really a strange language for me.
Exactly.
But unfortunately, I just allowed to fail like that subject, right? I was, about to retake that subject again. So basically, what I did was I studied really hard, and I just spent like many hours learning the verbs, learning a lot of vocabulary, and then at the end I just took the final exam or the final test, and I just passed that test. And since then I just love this language. I don't know why, but I just felt that if I just could do that, I just could do anything, right? So since
Yeah.
then, my passion just was born, right? Just came out.
Yes. You know what? I agree with you. You mentioned that why people fail in English, because they have less motivated in English. Also, it's because like your case, you told me in the first that when you come to a group and then suddenly you feel embarrassed or you feel less confidence because somebody told you that your English is not very good. Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why people stop learn, because less motivation, and also they get mock of people like stuff like that. So I think it's to be so that we can keep motivated in learn. So we just stop listening to some kind of negative thoughts about us, because there are some people that waiting for us that very, I believe that the native speaker wouldn't say like that, right? So I think the guy that told you like that is not he has a bad attitude, right? It's not a good people. I think for like the native speaker never say like that for the beginner especially, right? I thought I know that you were having a bad day, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. I can feel that. I can feel. It's yeah. That's
Sorry for interrupting you. Go ahead.
yeah. I mean, like it's not stopping you from learn, or it's not stopping you from joining to the advanced people, right? So I mean, it's the problem. As I said, it's the problem. It's his problem, right? Because he has a problem with his attitude. But you are good. You are a good learners, right? So I mean, like, yeah, I agree about the less motivated people can. The result is their English never be progressed. I hope you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, you know what? So something curious is, for example, that I don't feel like uncomfortable just talking here in this website, but it happens that, well, I'm just taking an advanced English course with, with some classmates, and they know me and I know them, but I feel kind of like shy, like self-conscious when I am with them. I don't know why, but it's like a strange feeling too, right? I mean, here I don't care about making mistakes, right? Because that's what we are here, right? Just to, to learn from them. But when I am in my, advancing English course, I feel, like I don't want to talk because, I think that everybody is going to judge me there. So, I don't know. I mean, because also the teacher, the professor is going to take like a note, and then he's going to tell you about your mistakes and so on. But, it's something weird. That's just, I feel. But anyway.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's a general problem. When you are immersed in advanced level people, and then you were going to, your subconscious mind would tell you that, oh man, never immerse them. You are only beginner, right? They make fun of you. So I think that to realize ourselves that our beginner, and then just to be honest to them that we are here to learn, right? I think by telling we are now as a beginner or a new in English, so it would be like make us release some kind of negative unconscious mind, right? So I think just to be honest to them, then they will receive. So that's what I'm doing, right? So whenever I want to join to the advanced level, because as you know that the first impress that when we come to the advanced group, for example, or the advanced English conversation deep. So the first impression that pop up in our thought is just like what I mentioned, that we will thought that our we are very beginner, and we are not decent to be there. That's the problem, right? So you may have the same.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. But in a case, sometimes I feel, like worried because in my advanced English course, I mean, I think that the professor expects that you have to, that you have to have like a perfect English or something like that. But for example, this new teacher, he's really cool because, he's really generous and kind, and he just tries to, he tries to do his best when he just has to correct people. And something that I just realized is that yesterday, or I don't remember exactly, sorry, like yesterday or 2 days ago, he just did an activity, and it was about that. Let me think. He used like a roulette, and in that roulette there were different topics, right?
Mm-hmm.
For example, like family, like a food, about coronavirus. I mean, different random topics. And then he, the plan was that he just had to turn the roulette, and he chose a person, and that person had to talk for almost like 1 or 2 minutes about that topic, right? And it was like a disaster or a mess because, for example, I just had to talk about family, and my mind just went blank, right? I didn't know what to say, and it happened also with many of my classmates, right? I mean, when they had to talk about that specific topic, they didn't say anything, or they didn't know how to organize their ideas. So I really liked that activity, right? And I just wanted to do it here. I don't know if you just can help me. I mean, just to choose a random topic and
Mm-hmm.
that we just have to talk about it for 1 minute, 2 minutes, or I don't know. I think it is a really good idea, right? Because it's something that you have to improvise, right? You
Yeah,
have to improvise,
exactly. Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
it's like a good way just to become a little bit like a more fluent. I don't know,
Um.
right?
Yeah. For me, if, I think that for a beginner and then or an intermediate and then there's a professor and tells you that you have to talk about 1 or 2 minutes just for one topic and then they only gave you like 1 or 2 minutes after he announced the topic, you know. I can for myself, honestly, I can do that. I can speak about like 1 or 2 minutes if the professor gives me the time about like 10 minutes, right? Because 10 minutes I can think about what I'm gonna tell, like in front of the class, or you know what, or as you know that we must think, right? We have to script it in our thought first. Yeah, for the problem is like it's pretty common for the advanced level, right? If the professor asks you to speak about 1 or 2 minutes about a certain topic, so I think it's a normal for an advanced level, right? So they
Yeah,
train you to be like to have many things that pop up in your thought, so directly immediately, so that you will think fast in English. So that's the aim. It's normal.
yeah. Yeah, I think the same. I think that the aim of that, activity was just, like be able to be like as spontaneous, right? Just when you just have to talk about, I don't know, anything, right? So in my case, I don't know, I was like a blocked. I don't know.
So
Yeah,
the professor didn't give you any time to think or
only
to.
like 10 seconds or 5 seconds.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think that's
So
hard.
basically, yeah, it was really hard, man. I mean, honestly, I just pretended that I wasn't there, right? Because I just turned my microphone off, right?
Yeah.
I just ignored him, right? His instructions. So basically, I didn't do that because I mean, when he just named my name, or when he just called me, I just freaked out, right? And I didn't know what to do or what to say. So basically, the only thing that just came to my mind was just to turn the microphone off.
So by the way,
Yeah,
what kind of class is this? What kind of class, or online class, or what?
I mean, it was for my advanced English course.
Course from?
Uh, the university, right?
Oh, from
I'm
university, right?
intending to get a bachelor's degree. So there are many subjects like phonetics, like advanced English, um,
Oh my god.
academic writing. Yeah. So basically, it was kind of
If
something.
I were you, I would be the same. I will just silent and then pretend that I wasn't there.
Yeah. For example, many people, many of my classmates, they were the same. I mean, they weren't able to organize their ideas or just to say it really in a really easy way. So so the professor just suggested that we should do this kind of activities in a regular base, right? In a regular basis, just to be able to do it and face that.
Oh yeah, yeah. What about your friends, another friends? What's going on to them? Or the smart students would be like speak more than 2 minutes, or maybe they're mostly same as you.
Yeah, I think okay, they were kind of brave because at least they talked,
They
right?
talk.
At least for 1 minute, or they tried. I didn't try. I mean, I was like a coward.
Yeah, man. As a man, you have to go, even though it's less than 1 minute or 2 minutes, right? So whenever it's your time or your turn, you have to be responsible for your time. I mean, responsible for your turn, right? If I were you, I think if it's my turn, I would speak up, even though it's less than 2 minutes, rather than to to always escape.
Yeah, I know that it was, a bad decision, but anyway, for example, one of the topics were about talking about the concept of family. What is family for you?
Wow, that's deep. That's pretty deep.
Yeah, it was really deep. Yeah. So for it, other topics were easier, right? Like for example, talking about your hobbies, talking about your favorite food, about a diet, something like that. So I mean,
Yeah, exactly. As long as it's a very, it's not very like very advanced conversation or like a business conversation or like out of your topic. Sometimes you use every single day, but like family, it's a basic, like a basic topic that we always talk about. So I think normally we have to be like we have to be be ready if the professor asks about that.
yeah, we have to be ready for anything.
Yeah.
And everything, yeah. So for example, in your case, what's, I don't know, what's family? What's your concept of family, or I don't know.
Concept. Yeah, so like, oh my goodness, concept of the family. So it's in your opinion, right? So it's about opinion.
Yeah, it's like your own opinion. I mean, for example, I just started to think about it, and I just can tell that nowadays, I don't know, family, the concept of family has changed a lot, right? Because I don't know, like many years ago or many decades, there was this concept of traditional family, right? Where only there was like there were like the father, the mother, and the son or the daughter,
That's
and
that's the
that's
member.
all.
That's the member.
Yeah, but nowadays I think that, for example, family can be, for example, with two fathers or two mothers and one son or many brothers or sisters, right? I mean, I think that family is not the relation that you have with that person, with your blood. Family can be whatever person that is there for you, right? To help you, to take care of you. I don't know.
Wow, that's a
Something
good
like that.
that's a good answer.
Yeah, I was improvising, but in that time I was really nervous, right? Because I was, with the professor, and he was just there, just like, taking notes. So
I was thinking like the family is only the member of our family, mom, dad, and son, children, right? So basically,
yeah,
and you say that it's people who are very close to us. We could say that it's a
yeah.
family, like oh,
Even for example, your, I don't know, your close friend or your pet is part of your family, right?
exactly.
For
Yeah.
for example, in my case, I just have three dogs, and I really love them. I mean, I have two males and one female, and they are from different breeds. Do you know what breed is? Like
Breeds, like
races, races of dog. You know,
breeds. Let me check.
it's like a dog breed. I mean, the
Oh yeah, yeah,
race.
yeah. Yeah, breeds.
Yeah. For example, there is one that it is called Muñeca, and she's a French poodle, right? She's the oldest of my dogs. She's like 10, 11 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of old, and the other one is her son called Lucas. yes, and he has sorry, and he's like I don't know, like a 6 years. And the most recently member of my family is Matthias. He's a pincher, and he's only like 2 or 1 years. So basically, he's like I really love this one because he's like more playful than the other ones, and he's like a more affectionate, right?
Yeah.
So being part of my family. Okay, do you have any pets
No,
or
no,
not?
no. I don't because I don't really have any pets. I used to have one. It's a cat, but you know, because all the member of the family like they do not like any pets inside the house. They like to shit everywhere. For example, like cat, right? And then it's a big work, and then we have to like to put the shit out of the house, and know what I mean. So that's why all the member of my families, I could say that we do not really like to have any pets inside the house, right?
Oh, okay. I see. Well, here is the kind of the opposite. We really love pets.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But something that I don't like a lot is cats. I don't really like cats. I don't
Cat.
know why, but they don't. They are not kind of similar to dogs because I think that they can show you like more love than cats, and sometimes they can they find you when they are hungry or they need food or something like that. That's like a particular case that I have with a cat that used to live here, but now she lives in the I don't know, in the streets or on the roof of our house. So basically, she just comes over here when she needs food or something like that. And for example, sometimes I just try to pat her, to touch her, but she's kind of reluctant. You know, she
Mm-hmm.
doesn't she doesn't like to be touched. So for
Mm-hmm.
that reason, I don't like cats because they don't, they are, they reject me.
So you'd prefer to have a dog.
Yeah, yeah, I prefer dogs.
So what makes it special? Like,
What?
what makes dog special than cat? So maybe as you mentioned that the cats always just come if they need any food, but then they it doesn't want to it doesn't want to be touched, right? So it's opposite the dog. So the dog can be touched, and then the dog also like have they always stayed at home, right? So is there anything else why you love dog than cat?
I think that also because they are like a more loyal to you, right? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, and you just can take them for a walk with their leashes. It is easier just you know, to give all your love. To just to hug them, to touch them. Basically, for that reason, I just prefer dogs.
What do you
I
think
don't know. I,
about
I, I
about
think
feeding
I think
them?
I think that I base my love of dogs in with this bad experience
Mm-hmm.
with this cat, right? Because she's like a weird. I don't know.
What's going on?
What?
Yeah, I mean like sometimes we have to feed the pet, and also I could say that it's we sometimes have to buy some kind of their food, or we have to we have to wash them, or we have to keep them clean, and then suddenly they go outside and then go somewhere, and then we don't know where it comes from. You know what? Like, I don't know, maybe she's just from outside, and then it's very dirty, right? So that's why I think, and then suddenly you just hug him. So
Yeah.
that's sometimes in my thought that's, oh my goodness, it's very dirty, and I don't know, it just where did this come from, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I like to feed, and we have to buy, and it we spend money just for doing that, and basically we are in a different culture, or maybe we are different hobbies. Or there's several people that love to have a pet, but me, no.
Okay, okay, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, yeah, I think that cats are also like independent, right? So you just don't have to take like the same care that you just give to dogs. So basically, I don't know. But anyway, I just like only like dogs as pets. For example, I don't like having um, birds in a cage, right? Or others animals in in a cage. I think that's really wrong. I mean, they just deserve freedom or something like that. I don't know.
yeah,
For
exactly.
example,
Me too.
I don't like. Yeah, I don't like also like fish. Having fishes in a bowl or something like that. I mean, they belong to the to rivers or sea or the ocean. I don't know, but
Actually, they also want to be free. Like, the freedom is the problem. Like, if we have a pet and then it's only in a cage, I think it's not good. And also,
yeah,
like, the fish also just, I think its world is just very narrow. It's only in a, as I said, in a bowl, or in the, like, in a cage.
yeah,
That's not good. Especially it's a bird.
yeah, yeah. So I don't know. So what time is right now in your country?
It's 11:14. Oh, sorry. It's 1:14 a.m. 1:14.
Okay, I think it is really late, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's late.
Oh,
But actually, yeah, it's the time for me to practice, right? To looking for someone to talk to. It's
okay.
time. I like to stay up late, you know, and then
Okay,
when
okay,
it's
okay,
getting
okay.
like at 6 or 5 a.m., and then I will go to bed.
Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. In my case, I don't like, to be up all night, right? Because I don't know, I don't like practicing English at that time. I just prefer in the mornings or in the afternoon. I don't know why, but yeah. For example, here the time right now is 12:15 p.m.
Whoa, 12. What a different time, right? It's pretty different.
Yeah, it is kind of like lunch time for most people here in Colombia.
Really,
Yeah,
it's a for sleeping now.
yeah.
Yeah, you know what? For me personally, I like to do activity in the midnight. Normally, for people, we have to rest. This time, like midnight, it's time for us to sleep. But for me, I like to be quiet. Work in a quietness, and also I don't like pretty hot, some kind of you know, temperature. So that's why I choose to be at the midnight. And also at the midnight, I have, what, like, I have bonus of data. If you are using data, I'm not using Wi-Fi. I'm using data, like cellular, so that I use that bonuses this only for midnight, right?
Oh, okay, okay, I see. In case I'm using my neighbor's Wi-Fi, right?
Is it
I
is it
use the
legal
same,
or
so
illegal? Come on.
what?
Is it
What?
is it illegal or legal? You ask for permission to them?
Kind of, I don't know, but I think
Come on.
it is illegal,
Yeah.
yes.
Is it illegal? Come on.
Yeah,
Come on, it's not right.
yeah, but yeah, I know, but I just need this Wi-Fi, just to attend to my lessons online, right? But it is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of bad Wi-Fi because sometimes the signal is, cracks or it breaks down. So basically, when someone else is talking, I can't hear that person sometimes, right? So I just bought like I don't know, like some weeks ago, like a Wi-Fi repeater device. Do you know what is it? What?
I have heard about that. It's like a access point. Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have used that also, but now not because I don't have any Wi-Fi source around here.
Basically, it is a device that amplifies the Wi-Fi from the original modem, or I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, yeah, it's like the repeater, right?
Yeah, it's a Wi-Fi repeater. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so it's just to strengthen the signal.
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly, but also you have to know the Wi-Fi password, right? Even
Yeah, I know the password.
yeah, exactly. So that's we are doing when I have done it also, like to you know to take somebody else Wi-Fi, by using a repeater. But make sure that I know the Wi-Fi password first. For example, like in a company and like a public uh, public place, right? So yeah, I can have for free.
Okay. Okay, I see.
Yeah, you know what sometimes I do if I do not have any like any data or any bonuses, and the only thing that I will do is to search for any Wi-Fi sources and then just to set up again my repeater. So I'm using like access point.
Okay, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, but I make sure that they give the signal, the Wi-Fi signal for free. They give the password for free, right? So if it's not for public, so I do not have any kind of right to access their Wi-Fi.
Okay, well, okay, in my case, I think that my mother, she was the one who asked to our neighbor the password, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how, yeah, but um, I'm just using this password or this Wi-Fi for many devices, right? For example, for the TV, for the laptop, for my cell phone, for my father's cell phone, for many things. So I think that my neighbor, he doesn't know about it, right? I mean,
Come on,
there are many,
they will know until the bandwidth will be decreased, or maybe the
yeah.
yeah they can feel that someday, I think.
Okay, I just hope that they don't discover this, right?
Yeah, you know what's
Yeah.
why they willing to give it to you, give the password to you, or maybe they're your family, just or maybe just only a neighbor.
Only okay, it's only a neighbor, right? But my mom, she just talks a lot with this neighbor, right? And I think that he likes her in some way. So for that reason, he just did that, right?
Yeah, I mean like friend. It's a friend with benefit, right?
Kind of. So I just took advantage of that, and I just told my mother that if she just could do that for me, ask for the password, and it just, it happened. So
Yeah, yeah. I think your mom is a Yeah, he has a good relative there, and also your mom also a good negotiator, right? Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
there, maybe the what the your neighbor with your mom is very close, right?
Okay.
But fortunately me, around my house there's no people that has a Wi-Fi. So that's why we I can go to another people's house and then to ask for the Wi-Fi.
Okay,
Nobody
but
here.
okay, see, but do you live in I don't know in a village or a town or how is it? Where do you live?
I'm living. I honestly say I'm living in a countryside, like living in a
Countryside.
village. Village, yeah. So I'm living in a province. It's very far from the big city, right? So it's
Okay, okay. See, because I just have a friend of mine who is living in a I don't know in a small town or small village, and she just tells me sometimes that her internet connection is really bad, or sometimes there are I don't know few Wi-Fi spots, right? I don't know how to say it like Wi-Fi point. How do you say that? Like
like what? Um, it's like repeater.
wait, no, like wait, wait, Wi-Fi point, right? Like where you just can connect. I don't know.
Access point.
Okay, kind of. I don't know how to explain it, but my point is that there are few people with internet there. So, and the few that are there, they are really bad. I mean, it's really, the signal is the worst in those, in those towns or villages. I don't know.
So they
Okay,
have to go to a certain place. They have to go to the certain place, and then they can have the access for the internet.
kind of, kind of. I just realized that you just were like confused or something like that. That expression in your face, like trying to understand what I am telling you.
No, yeah. I'm trying, but exactly.
Yeah, sorry
Maybe
about
I'm.
that.
If I know, maybe I will familiar with that. It's then I recognize that. Oh, this is what do you mean? Like what we have tried maybe, but
Yeah,
also in a village, yeah, indeed, or the fact that people who are living in the countryside they sometimes having a bad connection, right? But
yeah,
for me, fortunately, it's not. Even though I'm living in a in a countryside, but I still have a good connection of the internet because we are not using any kind of Wi-Fi connection, but we are using our cell phone, because as long the cell phone can provide 4G, and then it would be great, and there's nothing like a problem with the connection. So yeah. Yeah. Also sometimes we are living in a like in a village. Also, if we are too far from the tower that's parking the signal, right? So it would be the connection would be bad. But fortunately, I'm living it's not really far away from the tower. So yeah, I think I can say that I'm lucky because some friends that live in like 10 kilometers from here that is really far from the tower. They're gonna have a bad connection. They also live in a
yeah,
countryside.
yeah.
You know.
So, well, I think that meanwhile we were talking, there were like a lot of people here, right? Did you notice that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I see this.
they just had unmute their microphones, and it's I don't know, perhaps we were kind of I don't know like rude or impolite, something like that, because we were talking during all this time and we didn't like give them like a chance to
Exactly.
take part in.
It's to dominate the conversation. It's not good. Okay. Okay. So who is this? Come on, Ryan. Hello, Ryan. Hi. How are you, Ryan? Can you make your speaker like louder, please, or your microphone? Make sure to very close from your mouth.
Yeah, try to speak up.
Yeah, exactly. Hello, Ryan. It's unclear, right?
Okay, I think that he's kind of like really far away from the microphone. I don't know.
Exactly. So that's
Something
I
like
say that to make sure that their microphone is very close. Very small voice. Very. I didn't catch you very well. Okay, Ryan, while you are trying to fix your microphone, and then we will ask loners. Hello, loners.
Hi.
I I th- I think you are all ears about all the conversation, right? You
Yeah, honestly, I enjoy your conversation, guys. I learning a lot of vocabulary by your conversation.
oh really?
Yeah, you practice my listening. Okay.
Yeah, we are all here same. We are all learners, English learners. So we are sharing and we are talking. If something that we don't know, we just ask each other, right?
Yeah. Hey, by the way, I'm curious. Are you an English teacher? I think.
Um,
Because, you know.
Actually, I'm a student of English education study program. Uh, you know,
Oh,
so the output would be the English teacher, right? So
oh,
yeah, a kind of, I could say that a kind of, but not now, but in the future, right?
oh,
So
yeah.
that's why I maintain my skill now. I maintain my skill like to talk to so many people here.
Yeah, I just so surprised. I see this room is beginner, but when I join, oh my god, you are like advanced or upper advanced already. So you know.
Yeah, yeah. That's why, but it's no problem if maybe the beginner will come. So we very welcome because this designed for the beginner, right? But yeah, but if the advanced level will come, no problem. We just share, right?
Yeah, I see. You have practice your teaching skill.
Exactly. Yeah, you know what? Like in a real life, I have no people that to talk to in English because like English is a very very foreign language in Indonesia. So all the time our official language we speak Indonesian bahasa, right? We speak bahasa
Oh,
Indonesia.
oh, I see.
Yeah. Thank you, Charles. Learners, can you what can you introduce yourself, like to tell your name, the right the proper way to pronounce your name so that we will not make mistake.
Yeah, you can call me Lionel, and honestly, I'm also from Indonesia. Yeah. And my age, I'm 24 years old this year, and I'm already working as a banker, something like that.
Well,
And today, because this quarantine, I have a lot of spare time, and I'm usually, I mostly spend my time just watching video, watching movies, and learning kind of like a little bit something to improve my another skill. Yeah, that's me.
oh, by the way, if you don't mind to mention again your where do you work, because I didn't catch you.
Uh,
Sorry.
oh yeah, I'm banker.
Banker.
Yeah, yes,
Wow.
banker.
Wow. That's a good job, right? By the way. So
Thank you.
Yeah. What university you graduated?
I think you don't know that because it's just a university in the another city, Palembang city. It's not really famous. It's private university.
It's a private, right? Okay, so
Yeah, not really
cool.
famous.
So you're from Palembang.
Yeah, Palembang.
Oh, cool. Yes. Say yeah, yeah. You know, I'm from Central Sulawesi. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, in drama you I know.
No, 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 no. It's no. Indrama is just only a name, right? But me, I am a native of Central Sulawesi from Palu. Palu. Do you know Palu?
I know. Wow, it's a beautiful place. It's if I see from Google, kind of like
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Cool. Um. By the way, I am a, okay. Who is okay? Ahmed. Okay. Welcome.
it's me.
Hello, Ahmed.
How are you doing?
Oh, doing well. Thank you so much for joining. Where are you from, Ahmed?
Like, I'm from Egypt.
Okay, nice to meet you too. Yeah. Where are you from, Ahmed?
Egypt.
Egypt. Okay, cool. Okay, that's pretty cool. I almost talked to Egyptian, but you know they are very kind. Yeah, that's cool. But Ahmed, can you speak louder so that we can hear you clearly?
So where are you from? You're from Korea?
Oh, I am from Indonesia with learners. Me and learners are from Indonesia.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, and Fabian.
Um,
Fabian.
yeah, do you remember where I am from?
Uh,
I told you, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes. I have a bad memory. Okay.
Okay, I'm from Colombia.
Colombia. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, sorry. I thought you were from Spanish. From Spain, Spain. I mean. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, cool. So, yeah, Ahmed. What do you do for a living, Ahmed? Oh, you are working or you are a student?
Oh, me too.
What?
Me too. Disconnected.
Okay, disconnected. Okay, cool. So, yeah, okay. Learners. Also, I'm from a no, no, no. I'm from, but now I'm studying at the private school. Right. I'm in a fifth years. I'm in a fifth year in a university. You know, for bachelor degree. For bachelor degree. Actually, it should be 4 years. But you know what? It takes me 1 year. 1 year left. Because I'm lazy.
One is not always lazy, not always doing good. Maybe you have something to do, so you put off to graduate.
Yeah, I put off everything.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, so cool. Fabian. So, what do you familiar with Indonesia? What do you know about Indonesia? By the way, Fabian, do you have something to tell, or do you know?
Okay, about your country,
Yeah.
about Indonesia. Okay, I just let me think. Sometimes I just I don't know, like a mix up between your country and India. I think that I used to think that they were the same. India and Indonesia, I don't know, or something like that. But I
Yeah.
think they are kind of close, or no? Like,
Yeah.
are they close countries?
Actually, it's far. If we say that it's close to Malaysia, Singapore, Vietnam, Thailand, we are a neighbor country. But when it comes to India, it's a bit far. But we are still in Asia. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So I thought you were thinking that Indonesia and India are same, like their skin and also their language. So that's why I was laughing. Okay.
Yeah, sorry for that, but yeah, I don't know. Even I didn't know in which continent it was. I thought that it was in Europe, right? But I know that it is in Asia, right?
Do you think Indonesia in Europe? Oh my goodness.
Oh my
You didn't pass. You didn't pass the geographic, right?
I need to take some geography classes. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
For example, can you guess or do you know where Colombia is located?
America. It's America.
But it is in North America, Central America, or South America?
Latino. Yeah. Who was saying that?
What?
Latina is Argentina, right?
No, okay. Latin America is like the whole continent that is like divided in North America, Central America, and South America. So can you guess where? I don't know where
Okay.
Colombia is located.
I can guess South America.
Yeah, South America. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What else?
It is surrounded by other countries like Brazil, Panama, Peru, Ecuador. You know,
Yeah.
most countries have like official language Spanish, except for Brazil, of course, and Portugal.
Yeah. Brazil speak Portuguese. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, by the way, I have a question for you. What about Egypt? So, Ahmed, please silent. Which continent is Egypt located? What do you think? What do you think, learners? Where?
Egypt, I think it's in Middle East.
Middle East.
I don't know, oh my God. In Asia also, Egypt, I guess. Or maybe it's close to Europe, Canada. I don't know.
What do you think, Fabian? Egypt. Do you have any idea where Egypt located is, in which continent?
Okay, I'm not sure. I think that it is in Asia too.
Asia?
Asia? Not sure.
Okay, let me Google it. I think it's in Europe. I think it's in Europe.
I
So
don't think so.
let me see.
Africa.
Okay, I'm going to just.
I'm going to. Where is Egypt located?
Africa?
Oh yeah, in Africa. Oh my goodness, I was.
I didn't learn anything at school.
Yeah, I was wrong, man. I was wrong. I thought it was in. Yeah, who was saying that it's in Africa? Okay, so I think learners say that it's in Africa. What was your guess, Fabian?
What?
What was your guess? I mean, like, where previously you think that Egypt located? Previously.
Okay.
Before we reveals the truth, where actually do you think it was located?
In Asia.
In Asia. Okay. So yeah,
Asia.
well, the
Yeah,
truth
that's
is,
right.
yeah, you know what? It's because
Yeah.
there are too many countries, like, right? Yes, even though sometimes like New Zealand, where is the what continent New Zealand? So that's why. Come on, is it in Australia, or is it in Asia? But there is one another like continent that I've never. It's not only I've never heard, but I've never read about the New Zealand continent. It's just like ocean. What was that? Do you know? Learners, what continent New Zealand?
New Zealand, I
Yes.
think it's in the America.
No, New Zealand. New Zealand, it's it's close from the Australia.
In Europe?
No, it's not from Europe. Just take a look.
Not sure. The only thing that I know is that people there speak English, right?
Yeah, they speak
New
English.
Zealand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I just know that.
yeah.
Not more.
Let me try. Where is the? Wait a second. New Zealand. Okay.
What I know about New Zealand,
It is
they are
Oceania. Oceania.
Australia.
Yeah, Oceania. It's in Oceania. Oceania is a continent. Have you ever thought about that? It's an continent. Anybody? Like, as I know that it's like a Europe, Asia, Africa, and also America, Antarctica, right?
Yeah, I don't know. No idea.
Yeah, me too, me too. Like, it's from Oceania. Come on. Pretty rare, right?
Okay, guys, I think that I'm leaving right now because I have, to have lunch and I am kind of starving right now, so
Stuff, yeah.
I have to go. Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's a nice talk. Okay.
Okay, bye guys. It was a really a pleasure just to, to have this talk and I hope that we just can meet again, I don't know, in the future.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay, bye.
okay. Have a great day. Have a great day. Bye.
Okay, good night.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. So,
Hello.
hi, sir. Hello. Hello. Yes, hello. How are you?
Fine. What's your name?
My name is Iman.
May I know your name?
My name is Iman.
Sorry?
Iman.
Indra.
What's your name, sir?
Iman.
Yeah.
And what's your name, sir? My name is Madhur Mehta.
Wah, nama apa tuh?
Madhur Mehta. Where are you from Egypt?
From Indonesia.
Yeah.
What's Batu Meta?
Are you from
Batu Meta?
Indonesia? Madhur Mehta.
Oh, Madur. Okay, Madur. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Madur, right?
Its meaning is sweet. You know?
Oh,
Yeah.
tunggu, madu. Yes, madu also. In Indonesia, madu is with honey.
Yeah.
Okay,
In which part you live? Oh my God.
we're living in Indonesia, me and learners from Indonesia.
Are you there?
In Indonesia.
Okay. And what do you do?
Student, what do you do, sir?
Yeah, I'm a lawyer.
Lawyer. Whoa, that's
Lawyer.
cool.
Lawyer.
That's a good job. Yeah.
And you?
Learners, you.
And you?
I'm
Yeah. Lauren. Not.
yeah,
Lawrence. Where do you live?
yeah, I'm also
Where do you live?
Indonesia.
Okay, so both of you are belong to Indonesia.
Yeah. We are Indonesia. We both.
Okay. So I have heard that so many Hindu temples are located in Indonesia. Is it right?
Yeah, exactly. As you know, it's the oldest. Hindu is one of an oldest religion in Indonesia. That's why we can found several temples in Indonesia. But mostly Indonesia is majority of Muslim population.
Okay. Most of people are belonging to or have a faith in Muslim.
Oh, sir. By the way, can you turn down your speaker so that there's no echo from your side, because we can hear some echo from your side. Sir?
Why you put stuff?
Sir, your speaker, sir. Can you turn down your speaker? Because
What to do now?
this app, so I can't.
Um, pardon?
Tes, 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 tes.
Now is it
Oh, it's
okay?
now.
Masih ada nggak?
Okay now. Ya, ada.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, masih.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
there is
Can
still
you-
some echo from your side, sir. I said I turn down your speaker.
Echo sound. Turn down my speaker.
Yeah, turn down your speaker.
Now is it okay?
Check, check,
Is it okay?
check.
Cek, 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 cek. Oh, I don't know what happened.
1, 2.
Okay.
Okay, now it's good. It's better, sir. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, you kind of know you kind of know about Indonesia, right?
Okay, okay. There's some mistake. There must be some mistake when, mobile instrument.
Oh yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, we sometimes have a problem connection.
Yeah. How long have you been using this app?
It's kind of I've been using this for about like 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. And just to communicate or you want to improve English or language skill?
Yeah,
What is the purpose?
all you mentioned are that's my aim, sir. Yeah, I want to connect with people from many countries, and also I want to maintain my skill, and just to make a friend.
Okay, okay. Nice, nice.
Yeah. What about you, learners?
Make a friend, have fun, and of course improve.
Yeah. For looking for a girlfriend, boyfriend. So what about you, sir? What about you, sir?
I don't want to improve.
Mm-hmm.
I want to leave now. So I got to go now. Okay, good night. See you later.
Okay, see you. See you around, sir.
See you, bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good night. Good night.
Good night. Okay, learners.
Ahmad says back again.
Ahmad. Hello, Ahmad. I hope you come back with your good microphone now.
Yes, I'm back again. Webmaster.
Okay, cool. So, dari mana dia? Where are you from? Ahmed, I forget, sorry. From Egypt, right? You're from Egypt.
Yeah.
Okay, from Egypt. You know what, Ahmed, we were talking about where the exact,
Sound is good now.
what?
Your sound is good, you say.
What did he say?
Your sound is good. Your sound is good.
Oh, yeah, okay. It's clear, sir? Is it?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I say that we were talking about your country. We're talking about where the exact location of Egypt, right? So we were arguing about. I said that it was located in Europe, and also Leonard said it is from Africa. So, by the way, the right answer is from Africa. Is it right, Mr. Ahmed?
Africa, Congo.
Russia?
Yeah, I mean the
I don't
continent.
think so.
Yeah, the continent. The continent of Egypt, right? So Egypt located in Africa. Is it right?
Africa, right?
Yeah. So, is it true that if I say that Egypt is located in the border of Africa and Asia, or is wrong?
This connection is not well, I think. Sometimes I see Ahmad disconnected.
Oh yeah, it's a problem, connection problem. So you know what? why I appear midnight, you know, because I only have bonus for midnight packet.
A midnight packet.
Yeah, I have remaining like 5 gigs, just only for 24 hours, 5 gigs. So that's why I keep safe. So I use for the midnight also. I just bought for 15 gigs, like 1 month. It's 22,000 rupiah. So
Oh,
yeah,
it's very cheap.
cheap Telkomsel. Telkomsel.
Content or
Yeah. By the way, what provider you use now?
business.
What?
I use business. Do you know business?
Disnet?
Yeah, like this. Business.
Is it an internet provider or is it a?
Like in the home.
Oh yeah
business,
yeah yeah, in the home.
but I use business. There
Okay.
is business in my place and it's quite famous and yeah, it's going well.
I think in the home is like more famous than Bisnet.
Yeah, of course, because in the home it belongs help well. That's
You,
why.
like in the home it's always lalot. It's oh my goodness.
Yeah, there's a lot of problem also maybe because a lot of people use them and yeah.
The first time we use like
Yes, sir.
the first the first week we use in the home is there's nothing happen. There's nothing. We will not face a problem with the connection. Then when it comes to the end of the month and right, so it's suddenly like oh my goodness, so it's so like making me like angry. The connection is pretty bad.
Yeah. It's always happening in the end of month.
Yeah.
Oh,
It,
I
yeah, but also why I think that they say that it's unlimited, but
yeah.
I think they have a limit. When we almost reach the like the gigs or the capacity that they provide, and it will turn out to be like low. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I know. But usually, using Wi-Fi, even their limit is already running out of stock. It's still pretty fast, I think, in my experience when I use BSNet. Even though the limit is already expired, I'm still don't have any internet problem. Like when I watching YouTube in the 720p, it's still no buffering.
Whoa, that's pretty fast. What? How many Mbps?
I forget. I'm not really know that because who using the business is my neighbor. I mean, I live in the boarding house.
Oh, I see.
So we sharing the business for 3 people.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I think that I'd prefer to use like mobile cellular, right, rather than use Wi-Fi because
Now faster.
uh, and then even though the price is higher than in the home, but unfortunately in my city there's no BrisNet. We only have in the home.
Oh,
Yeah. So you have ever used IndiHome also?
My friend, my friend ever bought in my house and expensive. Also expensive, I think. IndiHome is more expensive rather than business.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
IndiHome is the first player, IndiHome is the first player. So that's why.
So why not planning to use also BizNet? BizNet, yeah. You say that you're planning to
Oh no,
use
I've
IndiHome.
already used it. I've already used it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So um, you also have mobile cellular data.
Yeah, of course.
No.
I have on just in case.
Yeah. So me too. So I can doing this just only in the midnight, as you know that it takes a lot of gigs data, right? So that's why I I'm not brave enough to use my cellular data in you know
Yeah.
above 7 a.m.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm also like you. And I take internet data which is there's a lot of data just only in the midnight, something like that. And usually I use midnight data for download some movie in the internet. In my case,
Yeah. So what provider you use when it comes to the cellular?
right now I'm using Telkomsel.
Telkomsel. You're living in Palembang and then you're using. Oh, Palembang is in Sumatra.
Sumatera Selatan, yeah,
Oh,
South
okay.
Sumatera.
Southern of Sumatra. Okay. Speak Palembang. Yeah.
But I'm not. I'm already moved to Jakarta now for working.
So you are now in Jakarta.
Yeah, for
What?
working.
It's this only for Sultan man using Telkomsel in a big city. People there maybe might use some like XL or the cheaper, another cheaper provider.
Yeah, I have some experience when I have a trip like to Tangerang or to Bogor, like the XL or Smart Plan or Indosat.
Exactly.
The signal is not really good. So yeah, I have a little bit problem for my communication. So that's why I just choose use Telkomsel, even though it's a little bit
I,
costly. Yeah.
I think that if you are using Telkomsel, it's just for people who live in the countryside, people who live in province. Because that Telkomsel is just for the Telkomsel is the largest. It's the largest. I
Yeah.
could say that it's the largest. How to say, like the largest provider, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So me, when I was in Java, I'm using another provider like XL because it's more cheaper, right? So, but like
But yeah.
it depends on our favor, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's cool. So, by the way, talking about banker, what kind of banker you mean? Like working in a bank, or because I don't really, I don't have.
I get involved in the marketing department. Specifically, I'm selling some lending products, like selling some credit for businessmen if they need some working capital, or maybe they have any investment plan to buy some factory, office, or storage, something like that. So I can facilitate them to give some money, lend some money to them. It's like my job is
It's
50% in how to sell product, and 50% I doing financial credit analysis to consider if this person is decent enough for me to lend the money or not. Yeah, something like that.
you mean you're like a accountant? I
Uh,
What the difference between an accountant, right?
uh, no, I'm a marketing.
Oh, okay. So um,
It,
Mm-hmm.
But my product is I selling some credit for businessmen. So it's like my job description is like 50% I'm trying to find a new customer and 50% I doing kind of like credit analyze. Because when I found a customer, I need to consider if this person enough for me to lend my money or not. So I need to analyze the financial statement or stuff like that.
I see. Like for to build a new business, they like you. Okay, so now you are working in now. Where do you work now?
In the bank.
Bank, right? So you're dealing for lending money to people who want to build a business.
Yes.
Oh, it's
That
pretty
they
cool
want
job.
to expand the business, not build the business. Because bank they don't want to facilitate people who just want to start the business. We need five people. Basically, the company already running for 3 years. Basically, if they yeah.
Yeah, so you're dealing with people that they want some kind of capital to build a business, and so you will see them. You will some kind of do some observation to see them. Is it eligible for them to like to to lend money or not, right? So
Yes.
exactly. So how to say like yeah, bankers. So in English we say that that's bankers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so and who is people who can. Uh, you think that it's you assume that they can. This their business is serious or not, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I mean that's a good job, I think. Also, I am a customer at the bank, and also my mom also like applying a you know like requirement to lend money from the bank. I mean like to um, lend money from the bank. So we still waiting for the bankers, but the documents, all the stuff, the requirements we have submitted to the bankers, but then we just wait to them just to come again and then to see, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Let me guess. Like mortgage.
yeah, mortgage and all of the also the about the business we they see because the business is already running, right? Already running, but we just want to improve the business.
Oh yeah.
Just to
Expand.
just to extend, to improve, or we will build a building for our business. So we need some capital, right?
Oh wow. It's nice. So your family have your own company. It's very nice.
Yeah, exactly. It's for like for food. We're providing some kind of food, you know, because that when we're talking about food, we have to be put the hygiene right for the first.
Yeah. Of course.
Exactly. So that's why we need to fix. We need to buy some kind of stuff so that the room is clean. Also the food the food will place in a clean in a clean table or in a clean tools. We will buy some new tools to support to support the business. Yeah. So that's why we're still waiting for the bankers come and hopefully we'll be accepted.
I
So I just curious about what kind of business that you think, oh, this, I will give this to them money. So what kind of people, what kind of typically, mostly that you observed, do you think that you will give them the money?
I mean, it depends on the economic situation. Like in the past, as a banker, we really like to earn money for people who invest in the like coal industry, mining industry. But right now, coal industry and is going is going very low. And actually, since 2015, I think, if I guess, mostly banks, they don't want to lend money to this kind of industry anymore. They close it. So it depends on the economic situation. Right now, in 2020, we in this COVID-19 situation, mostly bankers they close the lending. They don't want to lend the money for a new customer anymore. They still waiting. Some bank, as I know, like the example Maybank, Maybank. Maybank, if I know I have some connection at there, they say Maybank don't accept any new customer anymore for a while. But for some bank, they still lend the money, but only in a few industry like food beverage, also general contractor, also consumer goods, something like that. They still accept. Like you, I think you are involved in what catering, food, and I guess.
Exactly, yeah.
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 It's still able in my bank. I work for people in the catering. It's still can because in this situation, I think catering business is will increasing because a lot of people just at home and they maybe just order your food more rather than like usually something like that. And what we see is usually then we will see your last 2 years.
What? My what?
They will see your last 2 years financial information.
Oh, yeah. We have.
They will see the graphic is just going increasing or is it going steady or is going low, something like that. And if it's going low, it's not mean they will not accept you, but you need to some explanation why it's going low. And after that, they will see your planning. What's the next 3 years? Your planning, what you want to use with this money you lend. They will see that.
Yeah, actually, we have that kind of information. We have some kind of the proof, like the proof of all the transaction we have. As you know, that our customer also from the public civil. I can say that from the public office in the region. So that is why I think we've been in we all they're our customer for about like more than 2 years. So we must have some kind of documents that as the proofment of the transaction, right? So we all have that. We all have that from time to time. So we already submitted it to the bankers, and then they already brought that. So yeah, that's I think the most. Also, you think it's the most that the information about the billings or etc. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have, and I think that we also have the all data that the banks need, right? So yeah, I just known that you think the bills, the information of the earnings of the company, it's the most important, right?
Yes, it is.
That's pretty cool. So what else, like you mean maybe for the place, or you see if it's maybe like in a countryside, so it's one of your consideration, right?
Yes.
And
Yeah,
yeah.
they also will see your capability to pay back. They will see like, I mean,
Yeah.
they can check your transaction in the bank Indonesia, like how many credit cards your family has, how many debt your family has, maybe in the another bank, and they will calculate it, like how many money you need to spend every month to pay the interest, and if they still lending the money, and which is you also need to pay back the interest, compared to your income, your business income per month, is that still enough for you? Like usually usually they decide how many percent, something like that. If it's still enough, sufficient, and I think there is no problem. Yeah, the key is only that.
Yeah, so do you think we try about uh, let's talk about, for example, if a company have an income per month is around like 7 or 8 million rupiah per month, but how much capitals that the bank can lend to that company?
7 and 8 million.
8 million, or let's say 10 million, 10 million per month.
I mean, I need to know what kind of credit you apply to the bank. Is that when you apply this credit, did they require you to give some collateral? Collateral.
Like how to say in Indonesia, like pinjaman bisnis usaha menengah, apa ya?
KPA, bisnis tanpa agunan.
Yeah, yeah, that's
So in this lending, you not need to give the bank some collateral, some jaminan. They don't need you. You not need to give some jaminan certificate building. I don't know, because in my case, when I lending money for the people, they always need to give me some guarantee, like they need to give me their asset. So the calculate is totally different with your cases right now. So I don't know, I don't have any picture how many you can have. But if using my calculator, usually in my bank, we just multiply your offset per month 3 times bigger.
3 times, right?
Yeah, but it's with collateral. But in your cases, you are in the different product. I think the calculate is pretty much different. Maybe it can be more detailed. I don't know how the formula they use.
Also, every each bank in Indonesia has their own policy, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So 3 times, right? So let's say it's like 30, right? 30 million or
Yeah,
40 million,
okay.
around that. And then what kind of classification of the what kind of what kind of pinjaman, right? Okay, cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I love talking about this because yeah, I want to support my family. Yeah, so that's why I just want to know. Yeah, I just want to know. But fully, it's my dad, my mom, and also my brother, my big brother. They already are talking about this, and I just want to get some information, right? So yeah, I think, yeah, you know what, like that's why I love being here, just looking for someone that expert in their field. Like for example, like you, I can just like asking about your field and etc. Because you must love about about your topics, right? About your job. So you have much knowledge about it, and also you would love to talk or love to share about that, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so that's
But,
why.
mostly everybody like to talk about their story. Yeah, that's common thing.
Yeah, me too. So people are coming to me and also so like they're asking about some kind of English problems, but it's just for Indonesian that lower the level than me. Okay, but like you are expert in also in English, so that's why I think just sharing to exchange our mind and our thoughts. Okay,
Yeah, it's
cool.
fun.
So you know what? I've never been in Palembang. I just stayed at Java because
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Not need to go to Palembang. There is nothing in Palembang. You just waste your time. There is nothing. There is nothing. A good place to visit in Palembang, I think. I think.
What do you mean? Like there's nothing what?
I don't know. There is nothing interesting place. Just mall or something like that.
Really?
There is just only the food. This steak he has.
Yeah, I mean like it must be something. You know what? Palembang is it's a huge city, right? So maybe there must be something. But
But in Palembang, it's pretty dangerous.
why?
Especially when you riding in the midnight, you still need to be careful, especially in the some country, in the some place.
Really? Begal?
Yeah, Begal, yeah, it's still
Mm-hmm.
quite famous in Palembang.
Yeah, also in Palu also. Yeah, I mean like in the big city almost the crime is very high. Okay. So I think it's not only in Palembang, also in my city also sometimes. But since like 1 year ago, since 1 year 2 years, so there's no again that's news about fortunately there's no news about the Begal anymore because where if the if the Begal caught up by the police and they will have a very great punishment.
Like what?
Like
They
um, it's couple years ago that the Begal was you know the it the Begal is the the citizen the Palu citizen catch the
yeah.
catch the Begals and then they burn they like
Yeah, so scary.
that's why it makes them like oh my goodness I don't want to be like a Begal anymore so they will think like that the Begal would think like that so yeah
Terrified.
I think make the punishment greater, right? That would make them like stopping to do that. Also, not only in Palu, just like in Makassar, like in Jakarta. I don't know how's the frequency.
Just pick any time if you want to jump in, James.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I don't have any topic to talk with you guys because apparently you aren't quite engaged with your each other. So I'm not going to interrupt you.
Yeah,
No,
bro.
it's not. It's so
I
good.
mean, like what you said before, you like come to here to talk with an expert in some field that have interest in your mind, right? So I'm not an expert in the thing that you are interested with, so I'm just going to shut up my mouth.
Yeah, that's why if there's an expert, and then we can ask.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. I'm not an expert. I'm just an expert at, like doing some casual conversation stuff.
Oh, where are you from, James? Are you from India, I think?
No, man, I'm from Indonesia as well.
What?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What a small world.
Somehow, yeah.
It's the word like small.
Yeah, I purposely come to here because I see learners in here and I see you. Because actually I'm quite a veteran in here. I've been like, in this website since last year, maybe like 11 months I guess so far. So I know several Indonesian people who already come to this website quite often. Already seen you guys in several chat rooms as well. So
But
I think
I
I'm
think
going to
Do you recognize me also?
Yeah. I have seen you maybe twice, I think.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I have a bad memory, right? That's sorry about
I
that.
mean, the thing is that I came to this website using a lot of accounts just to, like,
Yeah, you know.
pranking people. Sometimes I just, like, I came to here not as an Indonesian. Sometimes I came to here using my Indian accent and I talk like,
yeah, you
like an
have
Indian guy.
you have that. Yeah, I thought you are Indian also.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. I sometimes, pranking people like it's quite fun. That's what the excitement I found in this website, and that's what makes me keep going to here, even though that.
Yeah, actually, nobody cares. Like nobody cares where are you from and how's the real you, right? So we are here just like wearing mask.
Yeah, that's in some point true, but in some point not true
False.
as well.
Yeah.
Because some people they are like going for the real thing in here.
Yeah, you're very innocent and so honest,
Mm-hmm.
which is nice. But
Yeah. So you, I mean, like you for you since you are using this, you never ever change your profile picture.
Actually, I changed it for maybe 3 times in this email.
Oh yeah. So.
I've changed it 3 times.
So, yeah, I can recognize people from, for example, like their profile picture, you know. So, yeah, and also
that,
voice, but voice is not very clear for me. I mean, like, yeah, it cannot remind me, but profile picture maybe it's one of the thing that reminds me.
yeah, because I think memory of picture it's somehow easily more easier to stay in your brain rather than just like memory of a voice. Because
Yeah.
like a difference between like this voice and this voice is quite similar to each other. You cannot just like distinguish them instantly. Otherwise, you can distinguish them instantly if you just like um, hearing that voice on a regular basis. But if it's not, I think it's impossible to like really memorize. Oh, that guy's had this voice, and that guy has this voice. I think this is impossible.
Yeah, exactly. So also we love to see some kind of strange stuff, So it will stick in our thought pretty long term, right? Some kind of something about like sexualism and also about and colors. I just only read about some book, about that, about something that make people that's pretty long term stick in our mind.
So, yeah,
Then,
I mean, the more you contract with that thing, I think the easier that thing will stay in your brain.
yeah, exactly. So you were hearing, you were listening our conversation, but you still silent.
Yeah, because I'm just like feeling not good if I just interrupting the
Okay.
conversation about like those credit stuff. Because
Okay.
I'm not that type of economic guy.
so what kind of guy are you?
I'm more like a science person.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know,
Science. Yeah. Um, you know what? It's a very good it's a very good topic when we talk about like a business. You know, because people want to get rich. And
Yeah,
then
because
personally, I think that people who can be rich people, they have to build a business, right? Even though you are
okay,
expert on like on a computer, you are expert on science, and then at the end you will think that how to monetize from doing that, like from selling, or maybe it's not all true, but it's only my opinion.
yeah, no, no, it's true, it's true. In this capitalism society, it's definitely 100% true.
Yeah, so that is why I think like I love I was graduated from the computer engineering, right? So actually I would become a technician, but for me I think that to become a technician it's not enough, so I think we should be uh, like to become a businessman, and then we sell some kind of computer on a separate stuff like that.
I see.
Yeah.
So the money that you got from that job that you graduated with doesn't really interest you, so you try to find another way to gain more money.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah.
Cool, cool. I mean, that's people's choice. Some people just like they don't really fancy that much money either, so they might just stay in a early low salary, but then like progressively increasing. It depends on the person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it depends on the person. Like some people, they just like um, didn't really fancy that much money at the first stage. Maybe they just like somehow wants to feel the struggle of having a low salary, but increasingly and progressively higher at other stage at the higher career level. And
Mm-hmm.
some people, yeah, it's people's preference and people's decision. You cannot just like,
Yeah, exactly, like for the sea field worker, and they
yeah, that's the
they
thing.
they the longer they work there, and then their their salary will be higher, right?
Yeah,
Time to time, right? Years by years.
yeah,
So I think it's a choice also. What I said is it's a choice for us if you want to be build a business to extra for the extra money, or we just only count on for our salary, right?
yeah.
So it's a
But
choice.
nowadays people didn't really differentiate between those two things. They just like do both the same thing and at the same time. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what? So that's why I think to get extra money, we should build a business and also investing, right? So one of the things that I love is talking about the investing, also the business. I know what kind of topics you like to talk about.
yeah, I see. I see. I mean, it really good that you talk to runners about that because he knows much about that.
Mm-hmm.
not really. I don't really know about stock market.
Stock market.
You say market like when you say investment, like stock market or stuff like that.
Yeah, stock market is. I think people. If I'm wrong, am I wrong if I say that people who immerse in the stock market they must having a lot of money?
Not really.
Not really, right?
Like there is a lot of millennial investor like they invest their money from their salary per month. Like they divide around 40% their salary or 30%, rather than they put that into the bank, rather they buy some stock, maybe one lot, two lot. It's not really expensive.
yeah, you know, so the average of the stock, you know, it's only about like 5% per year, right? It's the highest, I think. So have you ever? It's more than 10%. If it's 10%, 10%, the you know the stock market move, and then my profit is 10% per year. It could be like that's a good stock, that's a good market, right?
Uh, yeah. But I don't know. I think invest money in the stock, the benefit is will be more legal rather than you just put it into the bank. Like you can see, they say our company, you can see in the last 5 years, they say our stock market price maybe just around
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. We have to be like observe first the stock market because stock market is high risk also, right? We never know that maybe the stock will be crash, right? So so that's why I think that the company that has a good portfolio, right, since like 2 or 3 years, we see from the previous years that they have a good some kind of chart, and so that's why I think it would be a great or a good market or a good company to right to invest.
yeah, that's why I think mostly for people who's to beginner in this field, they will just try any stock market in the top 10 company. Top 10 company is say
What?
like they only buy stock in the top 10
Top 10.
company. Yeah,
Okay.
so
Top 10.
the company is very stable. You know, like they say or something like that. They only see the track record. They always go up for the last 10 years. So the risk is of course more lower, but the price is of course it's pretty high. But in the situation right now, if you see, it's very a golden chance because a lot of company in the top 10, the price is getting lower. So yeah, a lot of people use this situation try to get the top 10 company stocks because the price is very low, something like that.
Yeah. You know. So that's why you could say that the company that boom busted, you know, boom, then
Yeah.
that's not a good choice for us to invest there because it's not stable, right? So what we are looking is just like this, smoothly.
Yeah.
So yeah, like in this situation now, maybe the pandemic is maybe influence the market, right? The market condition. So yeah, like as you can see that the oil stocks, right? As you can see the oil stock, it's reached minus. That's surprisingly, you know. Have you seen the oil stock
Yeah,
market?
yeah, yeah. I see.
Yeah, that's pretty. You know, how come it would be like minus? It's no. We could say that it has no price. How come, you know? Like um, yeah, we could buy an oil with no money because it's minus. So you know what I mean? It's like it doesn't make sense. How come it's a stock and then it comes minus,
Yeah,
right?
maybe it's unimaginable before the COVID-19 situation came, but now it's all makes sense.
Exactly. In my thought that what happened to people that invest on oil? You know, that's if we trade if you are doing trading maybe, and then we open position for sell, and then we get much benefit or much profit, right? But if we are invest to a stock market, and then it would be a disaster for us. That's pretty tough time, you know. Yeah. So like also deposit in Indonesia we say deposit. I don't know how to say in English deposit, right? Also, it's one of one of my consideration to what would you do about that, loaners? Because you are a banker guy, maybe you have some deposit in the bank, and how much the profit?
No, in the past, yes, I have deposits. The growing is too low. I mean, the inflation is not bigger rather than the interest you got from deposit. So I think it's useless. So that's why I prefer to buy some stock market, but only in the top 10 stock market. Because like I said to you, the last 10 years is already proof. Even in the last 10 years we have a lot of economic situation like in the 2012, 2008, and I can see even in that hard situation, the bank is still going up. So that's why I believe to buy that. So I prefer to like share my saving, like to buy any stock which is I'm really sure that's really go up, because before I buy that I see the track record, I see the financial statement, also I see the price. If I buy the price at that time, is that it's high or not? Especially to see that we don't need to really understand. We can just see some point on the financial statement, and yeah, something like that.
So you're going to buy when it comes to the low level, or you might buy and it's very high.
Usually I'm waiting something happen when the price is going low. Like for example, I buy the stock when in the president election, 4 days or 5 days of president election, everybody is in the tension, because that mostly the price is going low because they scare. Is that will something happen? Like you know,
Your expectation
at
it
that
would be
time,
like blown up, poof, right?
but at that time, I believe the situation will be going well, because I can see the action government take. They already anticipate anything in the social media. Who spread the haters is they cut it so fast. So that's why I believe. Oh my God, I think the price is already very low, and I choose to buy it now. And when the election is done, it's true. The price is going high and stable again, something like that. But
Also,
even though the price is not going up, I think it's still not going low too much also, because I only buy top 10 company stock. So the risk is not really big, like we think about something like that. So it's really safer for us who's still beginner in this field.
so you're waiting for a big event, or not only for, I think there's some many, many event, or maybe just the election, or you have another like what, like maybe if you were into in 1998 about like the inflation at Indonesia, and then all the the stocks market are crash, and so that's the time people who are buying when it's the lowest level of the stock market, and then they bought it, and you can see the progress, and you can see their profit, right? So I think when it's come like after this coronavirus, maybe the pandemic, if you can predict the pandemic, maybe like couple months forward will be wind down, and so we can buy some stocks right now that crash right now. But the bad news, if the pandemic still continue, right, and then we buy some stocks, we will lose, right? So that's why it's high risk, high risk also. So that's why people just tend to be at deposit, even though the gain is not pretty high, but also the risk is pretty low, the percentage of the risk. But like people like you, maybe you like people that bombastic, right? You like something that gain fast, right? Or people who like to be safe. It depends on our personality, right?
Yeah, sure, right. But in my case, I don't really know about it actually. I just spend my money maybe just 50% or not 50, maybe just 30% until 40% to buy any stock. And the rest of that I just keep saving in my saving account, but not I'm not deposit it, so I can take that money anytime I want. I just keep that for just in case uh, maybe in the future I have some insight to start my part-time job, business job, so I have the capital, enough capital, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something like that. Because if we just keeping our money in the bank, like in the deposit, it's same. I mean, we will never has good enough income to buy our property in the future because the inflation is more bigger rather than the interest. It's useless. I mean, yeah, I say.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that because money each decrease and decrease the value. Yeah, but that's why I heard a guy on YouTube. He says that like invest your money to a um, gold gold, and
Mm.
so that's why I have to buy gold and then just put that in our house or in whenever, and then when the when the price is higher, and then I will exchange with the money. So yeah,
Yeah,
I think yeah, like the gold is yeah, it's stable, right? The price is stable, but sometimes it's also crash, and then it will pull back again. So I think yeah, it's a good idea. Also, what would you think about investing in gold?
is opposite when you invest in the stock because the gold price it will get increased if the economy is going low. So it's opposite the stock, something like that. So when you buy a good, you hope in the someday economic will be going very very bad. Like in this situation right now in pandemic, before pandemic come, the gold price is around only 600,000 rupiah, but now it's already 1 million rupiah. The
Wow,
gold price, gold graph.
wow. So it must be yeah. So um, and what is wrong if the economic is crash and then the gold is higher? Isn't it we can take advantage from that, or
Yeah,
maybe it's not yeah it's we will not have a big advantage, right? Even though we are investing in a gold at the gold, but the economic is is crash. Do you think is not have much advantage to us to invest in gold?
it is. Yeah, I mean, like I say, it's opposite when you invest to gold, when you invest to stock, the the affection of those things is opposite. When you invest in gold, you hope economy maybe in the future will go very very low. Something happen, and mostly investors they will sell their stock market, their stock, and they will move to buy the gold. So it's make gold price getting higher right now, the example. And at this moment, maybe they will sell the gold when they see economic situation will be going better again. Because if economic situation going better, automatically the gold price will going low again. It will reduce, but maybe not a lot. Maybe just
Yeah.
10% or something like that. Because usually gold price is more stable. They don't like you say like rolling coaster. It's not like that. It's more stable. The gold.
Yeah, but at least I think for a long term, right? We can invest to a goal for a long term, right? So if we want the gain, if stable, but we have to wait for a long term, I think gold is one of the good choice, right? As we can see that like since couple years previously, and we see that the gold is like it's like a stair, right? So yeah, I think stable. It's pretty stable. But for people who are patient, but if we typically impatient guy, we can try for stock market, right? So how's your I mean like since you were invest in the stock market, and how much your gain now, or maybe you have some losses or
Right now I'm loose.
for the pandemic especially.
I lose like for example, I lose a lot in the BCA because when I buy BCA, it is in the price is 26,000, and
What's the
it's
price
over
now, BCA, and then what's the price when you buy, and then what's the price when it's at the moment?
now it's only 23,000, so it's decreased 3,000 per lot. When
Oh,
I buy 26, now 23.
mm-hmm.
But before the pandemic, BCA price is reached to 34,000.
Mm-hmm.
But when I buy it's 60, when I buy it's 26. When I buy BCA when in the new president election, and when they before pandemic, the price is increasing until 34,000, and because of that, I get a lot of profit. But right now, it's going down to 23,000.
Oh man,
So
so how the percentage of your money lose that you
yeah,
invest?
it's pretty a lot. It's maybe 20 or 30% more
Wow,
the overall.
that's a good amount, right?
Yeah,
That's a that's pretty bad,
I
man.
yeah, it's pretty bad, but I'm only prepared, like when when I when I decide to buy stock market, I'm already prepared. If this money lose, it's okay because I still have another saving. That's why I'm not put all of my saving to the stock market. Maybe only 20 or 30%.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Or
Uh,
you might share, but not only to one stock market, but another stock market also.
yeah, I buy financial stock and also consumer good
Yeah,
like
that's
Mayola. Yeah,
yeah 20% now you lose. Yeah, I think yeah that's I mean like the risk we have to like be ready for the risk if you are trying to get the fast gain, right? But
don't don't just don't expect too much if you don't want to get hurt.
yeah, exactly. So people who are only have a brave soul, right? They only have a brave soul that can immerse in the invest in the stock market, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want me uh, the faster, not like the faster than stock market, just doing trading on the stock market, right? We can trading also to the stock market, but the risk also high, but the gain also high.
Yeah.
Exactly, right? So have you tried to trade at the stock market?
Trading like a buy dollar, you mean by US dollar,
Mm,
maybe something like that. I have ever tried. I tried forex, but
yeah.
just
It's a kind of same with the forex exchange.
I just using the simulate like a game. I'm not using real money. I try to learn that, but I think I don't really understand it, and I just decide to quit.
Yeah, what's the difference between the stock market is? how to the the movement of the market, but very very fast at the when you trade, right? So for example, we are trading to the forex, like forex is pairs of currency, right? So you can have the profit through when the market is up or it's when it's come down, right? So yeah, you can predict if it's gonna be up or it's gonna be down. So you just predict when it's according to when it's like your prediction is right, and you get profit even though it's the market is to go down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like say exactly. But for stock market, it's only just one way. I mean, like one direction. So we can get profit when it goes up, right? So we lose when it goes down. Yeah. So I think that's the difference. But yeah, I think it depends on our personality, right? What kind of people we are. Like we are like to be safe, or we are like to be bombastic people. So if you are a bombastic people, we can try a trading and also stock market. But if you want to be safe, just yeah, save money, deposit.
Yeah, the Pacific. It's more safer. Safety.
Yeah, but you know what? Like to deposit so that we can have a lot of gain, we have to save our money is bigger.
Right.
It's
Yeah, that's the problem.
yeah, it's a huge amount. It's not only like 10, 20, 30, 50 million. It's small, still small, but we talk about like yeah, in a billion, right?
Yes.
We have to have at least 1 billion to invest at the deposit. So that's why people have to be like gathering some money, pennies, and then to invest or to deposit, right?
But there's another way, you know, P2P lending,
What?
you know it? P2P lending, peer-to-peer lending.
What is that?
It's like a platform to provide people to lend the money. It's an online platform for people who want to lend the money.
Mm-hmm.
P2P lending. It's like a bank, but they are in the platform. It's an online thing. And in the P2P lending, besides you can ask before, besides you can lend a money, you can also deposit your money at the platform, which is means like you deposit your money, so that money can get used for the P2P lending to use that to lend who people need their money, and the
Oh.
interest is
Oh yeah, I know.
higher interesting, like 7%, and 7%, and you not need to put your money a lot, maybe
Like what we call like pinjaman online. No.
but you like put your money around 10 million. It's only enough for you to take the benefit.
Yeah, we only
7%.
provide the money, and then
Yeah,
somebody will borrow the money.
something like that, and you will get around 7%, not per month, I'm sorry, per year.
It's like ready for you can like ready for right.
Yeah, it's like credit for.
Ready for and also many kind of platform you can use. But actually the trusted now is ready for. But I've never tried it.
Yeah, actually there is a lot of this online platform, but it's already getting bigger now. You can choose the bigger one. Like for example, what I know is Amata. Like Amata is already legal at OJK now. Amata already get enrolled in the OJK.
Oh, it's regulated, right?
Yeah. And my older brother just tried this. My brother put his money maybe around just 20 million, and he get interest 7%.
Constantly. Consistently.
constantly, yeah.
Wow. Let me check on it later. Amartha, right?
But actually, Amata is also belong to the bank, to the Permata bank, I think.
Oh.
Because I just like maybe 1 week ago, Permata bank just buy this platform. So
Wow.
I think it is safe because the Permata bank have the share of this company also.
So there's no risk. No risk. No risk at all.
Maybe have, but it's pretty low. So because
Yeah.
you can see that
So far it's going good, right?
uh,
So far it's going good, as you see.
it's going good so far.
Oh, okay, cool. It's would be one of the consideration for investing.
To lending, it's very improving on this industry because you know there is a lot of people outside there. They don't have any access to bank, so that's why people create these things to help people who don't have any access to the bank, which is very helpful.
Yeah. Per year. Oh, it's per year, right? It's not per month.
Yeah, for you.
It means that 7% divided into 12.
Yeah, at least
Zero
it's
point 0.5. Like,
at least it's almost same with deposit or maybe a bigger little more bigger a little bit, but you don't need to put a lot of money to get this benefit like a deposit in the bank. You need 1 billion. But in this, you just need like around 10 million or 2 millions. It's enough. No, it's really nice for
yeah, it's nice.
people.
Yeah. I think it would be one of the consideration, and also I will check on it as I've never tried. Amartha, right? It's a website company.
There is a website.
Mm.
Website keep lending.
How much for the initial deposit that we should?
Uh, I'm not really remember that because my brother used that. Maybe you can check it out on the website. I'm not.
Okay. Hey, so by the way, that's a good talk. By the way, so it's already 3 a.m. in you know
Oh,
the
yeah.
central
Okay,
east
okay.
central east of Indonesia. It's already 3 a.m. So I got to have meal for fasting.
Yeah,
Okay.
fasting.
Yeah, yeah, that was my
Nice.
mom. Okay, cool. Okay, see you later
See you.
in another
See you later.
chance. Okay, cool. Bye bye.
Bye.